I still smell the pine needles burning in the fireplace the morning I broke my own heart. 12 perfect boxes sat under the tree like coffins for the version of me that always said yes. And when my sister opened that envelope and realized Santa wasn't coming, the scream that came out of her wasn't human. It was the sound of every unpaid bill, every lie, every "you're the rich one" finally clawing its way up her throat. And I just stood there. Because I was the one who lit the match. My name is Elias. 35. Trauma surgeon. I can keep a heart beating with my bare hands, but I've never known how to make my own stop racing at 3 a.m. when the phone rings and it's her. People think being a doctor means money. They don't see the 120-hour weeks, the loans that could buy a zip code, the way I still eat cereal for dinner because it's fast and quiet. They just see the title. Dr. Elias. The family ATM that never says no. Growing up, our house had rules no one wrote down. Mom got sick when I was 15. Dad's spine collapsed 2 years later. So I became the adult at 17. I learned to forge Mom's signature on field trip forms, to microwave soup with one hand while doing physics homework with the other. My little sister Lena, 3 years younger, 1,000 years wilder, learned something different. She learned that if she cried hard enough, I would fix it. If she waited long enough, Elias would appear like some exhausted superhero in wrinkled scrubs. And I always did. I paid her rent when her art gallery job lasted 11 days. I bought the groceries when she forgot her wallet. I sat in courthouse hallways when the speeding tickets stacked up. Because that's what big brothers do, right? They bleed quietly so everyone else can breathe. December 18th. I'm suturing a gunshot wound when my phone lights up like a slot machine. Group chat. My niece Sophia, 13, and nephew Mateo, 10, have sent me their Christmas list. It's not a list. It's a ransom note. $4,100 in very specific electronics, plus tattoo fund. I type, "This feels like a prank." Lena replies instantly, "Don't be dramatic, Dr. Moneybags. You make more in a day than I do in a month." The resident across from me raises an eyebrow at the glow on my face. I smile like it's nothing. But something inside me just clicks. 2 days later I'm at my parents' house fixing the garbage disposal because Dad can't bend anymore. Lena's sprawled on the couch scrolling, feet in fuzzy socks that I bought her last Christmas. She doesn't even look up. "You saw the list, right?" "Yeah." "Cool." Kids are excited. "Lena, I'm not buying them $4,000 in toys." She finally glances over, smirk sharp as scalpels. "Elias, come on. You're literally the rich uncle. It's basically your job." Dad coughs into his coffee. Mom suddenly needs to stir something on the stove that doesn't exist. I feel it rising, the old reflex. Just say yes. Keep the peace. Instead I hear myself say, no. The single word lands like a dropped tray in the ore. Lena blinks. Then laughs, short, ugly. Wow. Okay, Ebenezer. And right then I know, this Christmas is going to hurt. The next 72 hours are a masterclass in guilt. Mom leaves voicemails that start soft and end with tears. Dad sends texts that are only Bible verses about greed. My aunt, who I haven't spoken to in 4 years, calls to tell me I'm breaking your mother's heart. Lena switches tactics every 6 hours. Anger, bargaining, silent treatment, fake sweetness, rage again. She sends me a photo of Mateo asleep hugging his cracked old tablet with the caption, "He's going to be so sad." I sit in the call room at 4 a.m. staring at that picture until the screen goes black. And I still don't cave. Instead, I do the most terrifying thing I've ever done in my life. I make a plan that doesn't involve me paying for everything. I stop sleeping. I stop eating. I stop answering anything that isn't an emergency page. Every time I close my eyes I see the ledger I've kept in my head for 12 years. Every dollar. Every favor. Every thank you that never came. I'm shaking in the shower at 5 a.m. on Christmas Eve. Water so hot it burns. I whisper to the steam, no more. No more. No more. Christmas morning. I walk in carrying nothing but an envelope and 12 empty moving boxes the size of hope. The tree is drowning in lights. Kids screaming, ripping paper. Lena spots me, arms crossed, eyes daring me to disappoint them publicly. Before anyone can speak, the doorbell rings. 2 movers in uniforms wheel in the boxes like pallbearers. Silence falls so hard you can hear the ornaments shake. I hand Lena the envelope. She rips it open. Her face cycles through every stage of grief in 8 seconds. She reads aloud, voice cracking, Step 1, attend the budgeting class I've prepaid for January 2nd. The grocery gift cards in box 1 activate only after the counselor scans you in. Step 2, pack whatever you're ready to let go of. Movers return January 5th if you want to downsize. Step 3, family therapy. First 6 sessions paid. January 7th. All 4 of you. Non-negotiable. There is no step 4. There is no more money without work. There is no more Elias fixing what you refuse to face. The last page is a single line in my handwriting. I love you enough to let you hate me for a while. Mateo's lip trembles. Sophia whispers, where's the drone? Lena looks at me like I just murdered Santa in front of them. And then she screams, raw, animal, furious. You did this on Christmas. On purpose. To humiliate me. I don't flinch. I did this on Christmas so you'd never forget the day love stopped looking like a credit card. I walked out while they were still yelling. Got in my 10-year-old car and drove until the radio gave up. It's been 3 weeks. Lena showed up to the first 2 counseling sessions. Mateo asked if he could earn the new phone by doing chores at my place on weekends. Mom still won't speak to me. And every night I fall asleep wondering the same thing. Was I saving them, or was I finally saving myself? Tell me in the comments, be honest. If this was your family, would you have opened the envelope? Or would you have just bought the damn drone? I need to know I'm not the only one who's terrified of the answer.